Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all to this second module of security requirements in Internet of Things. Initially, when we start talking about the architecture of Internet of Things, we agreed upon that for anything to be called as part of Internet of Things, there has to be what you call as sensing layer. There has to be a sensing layer. Then, to provide connectivity to the various devices, there has to be a network layer, and there shall be some actuator action done on based of this thing. So data can be either shared. We can say there can be storage layer, something cloud, which after that there can be a application layer, or we can also say that first one is a sensing, then network, and then there is a application layer. To add upon is, we also talked about that we can also have one layer that can be called as service layer to process the data for application layer, or cater the various APIs for application layers. So one thing we are very sure about that बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट जो एक बहुत बेसिक सी रिक्वायरमेंट है फॉर इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स इज़ दैट डिवाइस हैज़ टू बी इंटरकनेक्टेड all of the time, which enables it to perform specific tasks, such as for sensing layer, it shall be able to the device shall be able to sense, then process the sense data, then communicate that data or communicate that information. Network should be there, and then that information should be processed either at the gateway or at the fog layer or at the cloud layer. So basically, Internet of Thing should be able to acquire, transmit, and process the information from IoT end nodes or IoT sensors, which can be RFID device, temperature sensor, pressure sensors, through gateway, intelligent devices, etc., to the network to accomplish some specific task or some complex task. So Internet of Things should be able to provide application with strong security protection. For example, like if we talk about online payment gateways, or should be able to various other applications should be able to protect the integrity of the payment information. So the security is the first major concern when we talk of freezing the architecture of the Internet of Things. The system architecture, when we talk of Internet of Things, the system architecture must provide operational guarantee to the IoT, which shall bridge the gap between the physical devices and the virtual वर्ड. व्हेन वी टॉक्ड अबाउट, जब हम लोगों ने डेफिनेशन की बात करी थी, तो वी टॉक्ड अबाउट interconnection between the physical devices and the virtual world. So the system architecture should provide 100% operational guarantee for Internet of Things to bridge the gap between these physical devices, or bridge the gap between the physical and the virtual worlds. Now, so to design the framework for IoT, some factors which should be taken in consideration, some factors that shall be taken into the considerations. First, technical factors like what will be the sensing techniques used to acquire the data, to sense the data, how the data will be processed by the sensor, how it will be stored, where it will be stored, what shall be the format of the stored data, then what would be the techniques that would require that would enable the transportation of the data, that is communication techniques or communication methods or techniques which would be endured by the network layer, and what would be the topologies or technologies which would be taken care of by the network layer. Then there has to be second thing, security again plays a major role. Now security can be, it can be information security, data security, information integrity, data integrity, confidentiality of the individual information, integrity for the personal information of any individual, then the security of the data while in transmission mode, and the privacy protection, etc., etc., etc. And last but not the least, it should be able to provide the address the business issues, that is to provide a 100% foolproof business models and the business flawless business processes. So currently when we talk about service oriented architecture, when we talked about architecture or we talked about service oriented architecture, as of for today, it has been successfully developed and applied to the various IoT designs where the applications are moving towards the service oriented integration technologies. If we talk about the business domain, the complex applications among diverse services have been appearing. Service resides in different layers of IoT such as sensing layer, network layer, service layer, application layer, interface, application service interface or various API. The service based application basically highly depends upon the what architecture that Internet of Things is basically following. So uh, this is a very generic service oriented architecture for Internet of Things, which basically consists of 4 layer as clearly shown in the diagram, that is sensing layer, network layer, service layer and interface layer. If we talk of the sensing layer, it is integrated with the end components of the end nodes, end components of the IoT to sense and to acquire the information for whatever information or sensing they have been deployed. It can be RFID tags, sensors, various sensors, readers, then the network, wireless sensor networks, it can be mobile ad hoc networks also, and then there can be a number of other things, Bluetooth devices, blah blah blah. So these all together along with the gateways, which actually is not highlighted here, and it's very one important part, there has to be along with the gateways is comprises of the sensing layer. It comprises of then the sensing layer. Now second, when we come off, when we talk about the network layer, it is the infrastructure that supports the wired or wireless, 99% it's wireless connection between the things, wireless connection between the things, that is the data which is sent from the wireless sensor networks or wireless sensor network, or is coming from WLANs or WANs or MANs, get transported to the data processing layer. It can be cloud, it can be fog, whatever it is, and from there, after being processes, after being the process, the meaningful information is extracted, and based upon that it is then transported to the service layer, and service layer basically provides and manages the services required by the users or particular applications. So service layer basically drives the various application APIs to perform whatever is required to be performed, and number of जिस भी application में जो कुछ भी perform होना है उस एप्लीकेशन में क्या परफॉर्म, लाइक एक एग्जांपल हम लोगों ने लिया था कि कार ब्रेक डाउन हो जाती है, तो आफ्टर द इंफॉर्मेशन इज़ बीइंग प्रोसेस्ड ऑन अ क्लाउड, दैट पर्टिकुलर कार का ब्रेक डाउन, द पर्टिकुलर कार का ब्रेक शू इज़ not working, so that information is to be processed and is to be sent to the nearest authorized dealer to ensure that it is in what you call as stock. Second thing, it has to be sent to the manufacturer, wherein manufacturer can see कि जिस लॉट में भी ये कार प्रोड्यूस हुई थी, इसके साथ जो भी 50, 100, 200 उस वीक कार निकली थी, उनके साथ तो ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं हो रही है. अगर हो रही है तो व्हाट इज़ द सिवियरिटी ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम, और वो सिवियर ज़्यादा है तो दे कैन टेक अ लॉट बैक एंड डिलीवर न्यू थिंग्स. सो इसके बेसिस पे जो कुछ भी है, द इंफॉर्मेशन इज़ प्रोसेस्ड in the data processing centers. Various algorithms, AI, ML are being working on a million of servers, and every day, as we talked about before also, that 2.5 quintillion of data is being uploaded. So ये सारी processing होने के बाद whatever the actuator signal is required, so that is transmitted to the service layer, which take cares to drive the service layer. And then last is the application or interface layer. So basically here it is this interface layer or application layer consists of interaction methods or various interfaces or various connectivity methods, various translators, which from which they can communicate or what you call as handle the information with the users or various actuators or various applications. So basically, when we talk about the security requirements on each layer, the security requirement on each layer might be different due to their way of functioning or its facets or what you call as features. But in general, the security solutions for Internet of Things, in general, the security requirement for Internet of Things has following requirements. One, sensing layer and IoT end node security requirements. Then we talk about the network layer security requirements, and service layer security requirements, then application interface layer security requirements. Along with that, there has to be security requirement between the layers, when that is when data is being transported from one layer to another, so between the layers, and security requirements for the service running and the maintenance, service require and the maintenance. So if we talk about the sensing layer and IoT end nodes, if we talk about the security of end layer, sensing layer or for the sensors, we can say that IoT, it is basically a multi-layer network that basically provides connections or that interconnects the devices for information acquisition, exchange, and processing. So at the sensing layer, the sensors or sensor networks are able to automatically sense the environment and exchange the data among the devices that we have seen in wireless sensor networks. In determining the sensing layer of IoT, the main concerns are, what are the main concerns for determining or designing the sensing layer of IoT, taking security obviously. First, we all know that the cost and size, उसकी वजह से जो problem होती है, that we have heard of. Then deployment, whether it will be a homogeneous deployment, it will be a heterogeneous deployment, it will be a random deployment, or it will be a planned deployment, that is deterministic or non-deterministic. Then the level of heterogeneity has to be decided, that whether it will be homogeneous or heterogeneous. If it is heterogeneous, what would be the level of heterogeneity? The variety of things or hybrid networks make Internet of Things very heterogeneous. We have been talking about it in previous lectures also. Then obviously communication technologies, communication, what would be the mode used by this network to transmit the data from end node to another, that is IoT. Sensors should be designed in such a way that it is able to communicate with each other. Now this is again a debatable issue. अब sensors इतने cheap होते हैं कि they at times it is not possible for them to talk TCP IP. So what is the solution for that is also a research issue. Then network, the IoT involves the hybrid networks. It can be sensor networks, it can be WMNs, it can be supervisory control and data acquisition SCADA systems. So while designing all those things, the security is a very important concern in sensing layer. It is expected that IoT could be connected with industrial networks to provide users with the smart sense services. However, it may cause new concerns in device controlling, such as who will industry maybe who would be responsible in authenticating the credentials or device or any entity, whether an application should be trusted, whether any application should be allowed to see the data or handle the data. So these are authentication, authorization still stands a very big issue. Then the security model for this sensing layer and the security model for IoT must be able to make its own judgments and decisions about whether to accept a command from particular entity and execute a task or not. At sensing layer, devices are designed for low power consumptions with constraints. That is why they are called as constrained devices. So they have limited connectivity also, these all things, you know, they pose a endless variety of what you call as wide variety of security challenge at this layer, and these security challenges can be termed as device authentication. That yes, service layer pe device has to be authenticated and it has to be authorized, that what is the level of his authorization. Then there has to be list of trusted device which has to be crucially scrutinized, you know, maybe every passing day or week, whatever. Otherwise any other, you know, any other fake node can pose itself as a entity of a network and steal the data. Then leveraging the security controls and availability of the infrastructure and sensing layer. Then software updates, how these sensing devices are supposed to receive the software updates, or you know, security patches, or you know, the security updates in timely manner without impairing functionality, safety, or incurring significant what do you call as rectification cost every time a patch is rolled out. So these all are debatable issue. So in sensing layer, the security concerns in security layer, the security concerns can be classified in two ways. One, the security requirement for the IoT end nodes. Second, the security requirements इन सेंसिंग लेयर. अगर हम एंड नोड या सेंसर्स के कंटेक्स्ट में बात करते हैं तो एक तो फिजिकल डैमेज ना हो, फिजिकल एक्सेस कंट्रोल ना हो, फिजिकल स्टीलिंग ना हो, ऑथेंटिकेशन होना चाहिए. ऑथेंटिकेशन के साथ साथ ऑथराइजेशन ऑफ एवरी एंड नोड हैज़ टू बी डिसाइडेड, नॉन रेपुटेशन, देन कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी, इंटीग्रिटी, अवेलेबिलिटी एंड प्राइवेसी ऑब्वियसली इज़ देयर. ऑन द सेम वेज जब हम सिक्योरिटी रिक्वायरमेंट्स की बात करते हैं सेंसिंग लेयर पे, देन डेटा प्लेज अ what you call as data plays a major role. Confidentiality should be there, data confidentiality, data integrity, what is the source that data is coming from, whether it is to be trusted or not, whether this is an authentic device or not. If this is authenticated, is this a device allowed to provide this kind of service, that is authorization. Then integrity, aggregation of the data, and then you know, there are n number of other things that has to be decided while talking about the security in terms of sensing layers. So कुछ एक जो security threats हैं, we'll talk about that. First one is unauthorized एक्सेस. अनऑथराइज, अब आपने WSN नेटवर्क डिप्लॉय किया हुआ है, कोई भी आदमी आकर के आपका एक सेंसर ले जाता है, क्रूशियल इन्फॉर्मेशन, और कोई भी आदमी आके आपके एक सेंसर को कैप्चर करता है, कनेक्टेड टू अ लैपटॉप, एंड बिकॉज योर सेंसर इज कनेक्टेड टू योर नेटवर्क, स्टील्स द data from entire network. So physical capture or physical attacks of the sensors must be protected, because अगर आपका एक सेंसर, कोई भी एक एंटिटी नेटवर्क की कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ हो जाती है, entire data can be lost, and this can be pretty crucial when these sensors are deployed in the you know border areas, line of control areas. Then availability, when end node stops to work, since you know physically captured और what do you call as लॉजिकली अटैक्ड, और अगर आपने आपने अगर फॉरेस्ट एरियाज़ में लगाए हुए हैं और आपका डिवाइस काम करना बंद कर देता है, देन व्हाट वुड बी द रूट अदर रिलेटेड डिवाइसेस वुड टेक. अगर आपकी मल्टी हॉप कम्युनिकेशन है, एक डिवाइस आपकी डेड हो जाती है, चोरी हो जाती है, टूट जाती है, तो what is the alternate route? That is availability of the information should always be there throughout the clock. Then spoofing attack. Spoofing is nothing, कोई भी एक दूसरा आदमी आकर के आपका सेंसर हटा के अपना सेंसर प्लेस कर देता है, और सेंसर poses itself to be your entity. So spoofing attack, that is pretending something, you know, which it is not. Any of the malicious node starts acting as a node of a network and takes away all the data. Then selfish attack is also there sometimes, you know, in some sensor nodes, they go in a sleep mode to save their own data. This causes a big routing problem, and sometimes this selfishness of the nodes due to algorithm only causes a network failure. Then malicious code, various virus messages. At sensing layer, sensors should be provided some sort of what you call as antivirus systems also, so as to keep themselves safe from unwanted malicious codes. Then denial of service, we have talked about this, and transmission threats and transmission such as interrupting, blocking, data manipulation, forgery, etc. So while the data is being transported from one entity to another, it should be ensured that data confidentiality and integrity should be maintained. Then routing attacks, we'll be talking about routing attacks later in this module only. So I guess that shall be all for today. Thanks a lot. Thank you.